Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, here with another Magic 2014 Let's Play video. So I'm here with some Friday Night Magic. This isn't the greatest opening hand, so I'm going to draw a new one. Again, not particularly fantastic. Let's try once more. That will have to do, I think. I have to keep that hand. I've got three land and a divination, so by turn 3 I can always sift for some more cards, which is quite nice. So I'm playing the Masks of the Dimir deck today. Mostly, so I got this Dimir Gale Mage, which is quite a useful card. So you can either make your opponent discard cards or draw a card yourself, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to get one of them in play. So hopefully, in theory, I can get some extra mana down and start sifting for cards. So I can target player draws a card, which will usually be myself. I'm not going to make him draw a card because that would just be silly. So we're playing. Oh, God's sake! So it looks like we're playing a mono black deck. So he's probably playing Dreadwalkers if he's just played Diabolic Edict, so basically forced me to discard a card. So target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, draw a card. Not the most useful. I'm actually going to play the Divination this turn, so I can draw 2 cards, which would be nice. What did I get? Oh, excellent. I got Gas Lord of Fuge. He's a good card. So hopefully if I get 1 land next turn, I can play him. Really cool card. So it can't be blocked, and so what's this saying? Heartless Summoning. Creature spells cost 2 less, but they also have -1/-1. Kind of an interesting card. So we are able to do that. So what's Mind Rot then? Target player discards 2 cards. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to be able to start like kind of dicking around with him a little bit. So let's do the Thought Scour on him. Make him toss away a couple of cards. I get to draw a card, excellent, so I've got myself a Dimir Guild Mage. I've also got the Mind Rot, so that would force him to discard 2 cards. Target player, so top 2 cards of his or her library, so what managed to make him toss then. So Grave Pact and Exhume. That's pretty cool. Exhume's a pretty good card, so each player puts a creature from his or her graveyard onto the battlefield, and Grave Pact, when a creature you control dies, each player... That's pretty cool, so I got rid of a couple of quite good cards, so I'm actually going to get a Dimir Guild Mage down. Again, will allow me to sift for more cards next turn, which is pretty cool, providing he doesn't kill it off again, which is always nice. I did try and record this yesterday, but I realised right at the end of the episode that you're joking, another Diabolic Edict. Yeah, I tried to record this yesterday, and basically I didn't have my microphone switched on, so I got right to the end of the episode, and then I'm actually going to play a Mind Rot here to really piss him off. What's Reigns of Power do? Untap. Oh right, yeah, that's kind of a useful one. If he's got a lot of powerful creatures, you basically take control of them and then smack into bits, which is pretty sweet. So he's had to toss away 2 cards. So what did I make him toss? So Shadowborn Demon and Hideous End. Destroy target non-black creature. Its controller loses 2 life. Pretty good card. So I can play my Gas Lord of Fuge next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have some way of killing it off. It does count as a black creature, so he would not be able to use... what's the word I'm looking for? He would not be able to use... what's it called? The Doomblade, the one that can only kill off non-black creatures. So my Gas Lord of Fuge would be immune from that. Hopefully he doesn't have another one of those Diabolic Edicts sitting around, because that would really make me cry quite a lot. Haha, and there we go. He's just been replaced by the AI. So we're going to try and finish off this match. The problem with facing the AI is that they do get a whole new hand, so this could be quite interesting. So we are going to try and close out this match against the AI. I love the fact that as soon as I got that Gas Lord of Fuge down, he just gave up, because obviously he couldn't target player sacrifices a creature, so choose a card to exile. So he's got a lot of powerful creatures here. What else has he got? He's just got like a lot of just like ridiculously... He obviously got mana screwed quite... Why didn't he play the Mortician Beetle? Whenever a player sacrifices a creature, he may put a 1/1 counter... Why didn't he play that earlier on, unless he's only just got it? So we'll make him sacrifice a Demon of Deathgate. We'll also play a Moroi. Even though it makes me lose 1 life, it will mean I can hit him for 8 every turn, which is quite nice. I can also put Illusionary Armour on my Gas Lord of Fuge next turn, which would be pretty sweet. What's he going to play then? Mutilate. All creatures get -1/-1. What the hell? For every swamp that's in... Oh, you're joking. How many creatures have I got in my graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4. That sucks. If I had 1 more, I could play the... 2 more, I could play the Shadowborn Demon, but... Well, that kind of sucks. So, yeah, that's the problem. I should have made him toss that. I didn't realise that one was that powerful. I would have made him toss that Mutilate, that's kind of sucky. So we're just going to hit continue. Hopefully we can draw something useful fairly soon. Need one more land. I could, in theory, play the Vidalcan Dismisser. So he's played the Reaper from the Abyss. Yeah, this is suddenly going really badly. Yeah, like I said, if you go up against the AI, suddenly... so let's play the Vidalcan Dismisser. I can put that on top of his library just to really annoy him. Yeah, so when the AI comes in, apparently they get a whole new hand, which is why he probably had absolute diddly squat, and then somehow the AI's managed to start turning it around, so he's able to play that Reaper from the Abyss again. Is that morbid? At the beginning of each... Oh, excellent. I've got a Divination. That's what I want. That's what I managed to get. More land. Fair enough. Can't really complain about that. Untap what creatures you control and untap target opponent controls. You and the opponent each gain control of all creatures the other controls until the end of the turn. That'd be pretty sweet if I got him down to 5 health and I could basically take over all of his creatures, so he's going to hit continue for now. No point attacking. How many creatures do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would technically send my 5th one to the graveyard if I sent that to the graveyard. And so at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are fewer than 6 creature cards in your graveyard, sacrifice a creature. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to count the number of creatures I have in my graveyard. So I'm going to have to skip this step. Well, I obviously can't block him as it's a flying creature, so I'm down to 15 health. If I get beaten by the AI now, Halo Hunter, Intimidate. When Halo Hunter enters the battlefield, destroy target angel. Fair enough. And then also the Mortician Beetle. Damn, I really wish I not... Whoa! If a creature died this turn, destroy target non-demon creature. Did he just sacrifice a creature straight away? That's pretty crazy. So... obviously going to play another land, untap all creatures you control and all opponent controls. You and that opponent each gain control of all creatures that the other controls until the end of turn. Those creatures gain haste until the end of turn. Not really going to do me much good unless he gets like another kind of beefy creature down. Hit continue. Can't really do much. There's no point playing the Shadowborn Demons, and I would have to sacrifice it straight away. So he's going to be able to swing in for 10. Yeah, this is kind of annoying, the fact that he obviously quit for some reason. I don't know if that was his hand or whether or not he just had a totally awful hand or what, but so what have I got then? When surveilling bright dies, you may draw a card, so that at least would allow me to block one of his creatures this turn, which would be nice, and then I would then also have enough creatures on the battlefield to in the graveyard to... So when Shadowborn Demon enters the battlefield, destroy target non-demon creature. Let me guess, these are both demons? Yes, of course they are. I must be playing the demon. This must be the demon deck then, not the Dreadwalkers deck. So what's he got on the field? So, yeah, so creatures get like extra damage as well because of his like card. Oh, great. So I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead here, I think. Yeah, I'm totally dead. Lost against the AI. Well, that just sucks, doesn't it? I beat the opponent. He quit. He must have had something garbage, and I would have beaten him otherwise. Oh, I really wish I destroyed that card that killed off my creatures, because I probably would have won otherwise. I'll see you for game number 2, guys. Okay, so we're here for game number 2. So what have we got here then? Anything decent? Not really. I'm going to draw a new hand, see if I can get something a bit better. 2 land and a Dimir Guildmage. Can't really complain too much about that. Got a last gasp to try and kill off anything. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's not too bad. Got the Dimir Guildmage to hopefully sift some cards fairly soon, which would be quite nice. Hopefully we can draw some land, which would also be nice. The Vidalcan Dismisser isn't that useful for now. Got a Vengeful Vampire for later on if I do somehow manage to get 6 land down. Not holding my breath. Could do with 1 more land for the Divination. Come on, mate, end your turn already. You've played a land, you can't really do much else unless you've got a 1 mana cost creature to play. So obviously he doesn't. Okay, so that's yes, excellent, 3 lands, so I can at least get the Divination down, so hopefully when I play that I'll get an extra land, which means I can then start using my Dimir Guildmage to start sifting for more cards, which is always good. So he's playing another land. I was wondering which deck this is going to be. Looks like a mono green deck at the moment. I don't know which mono green deck it's going to be. It is the creature spells can't be countered. Fair enough. An elf. Maybe it's the elf deck. There's no guarantee of that though. So we can play you, and then we can also play the Divination. See if we draw anything else. So what do we get? We got the Ravenous Rats. We also got the Thought Scour, so I can... I may as well attack. What's he going to do? He's got no land open, and he's got a 1/1 creature down, so in theory I should be able to swing him. Is he going to block? Depends if he wants to take 2 health, 2 damage already. Got the Illusionary Armor for when I get 5 land down. So I'm going to do 2 damage there. Excellent. So when Ravenous Rats enter the battlefield, target opponent discards a card. It's always funny. They always have to choose something, especially if they want to hold on to something or get rid of something like useless. We'll probably play that and the Thought Scour this turn. Thought Scour will allow me to draw a card. Ravenous Rats will make him discard a card. Well, I'm going to have to take a hit for 1. Not really much I can do about that. Not the end of the world, personally. 1 damage. Come on, Partisan. Do your stuff. You going to play anything else? Have you got anything to play for 3 land? So I'm just wondering what deck it's going to be. I see Elf, so I'm thinking Elf deck, but you never can tell. There are sometimes other elves can creep into the other decks, although I'm not entirely sure what all the other cards in the decks are. Come on, Partisan, do something. Taking your sweet ass time. What is up with him? Obviously can't. There we go. He's ended his turn finally. Obviously realised he can't do anything. Excellent. So we got another swamp down. So we are going to do the Thought Scour first. I don't want to do it on myself. I want to do it on Partisan. That would just be silly. Why would I want to toss away 2 cards in my deck? Excellent. So I've managed to pull the Gas Lord of Fuse down, which is always fun. Then we are going to hit continue. We're going to swing him for 2 damage. Attack. Attack, attack, attack. Smack him for 2. Lega de So. Then play the Ravenous Rats. Make him toss away the card. I'm keeping the last grasp in case he decides to play down anything a bit more powerful. So hopefully if I sift for something next turn using the Dimir Guildmage, I might get a land, or I might pull a land next turn and be able to play my Gas Lord of Fuge anyway. So more land for him. What's he going to play? So he might not swing in with the Gaia's Herald this turn, as I can just block with the Rats. So he's playing the Sylvan Messenger. So it's got a trample, and it can also sift for cards. So here we go. So he's managed to pull an Elven Branchbender, a Spire Trancer, an Immaculate Magistrate, and a Heedless one. All of them. I probably want to save the last grasp for a little while then. I'm looking forward to getting this Gas Lord of Fuse down though. I don't think this Elf deck has any hard removal, so I'll be looking forward to getting this down in theory in the next turn or 2, so that I can start smacking him for 4 unabated. And then what I probably want to do is get the Illusionary Armor down on top of it as well, so I can start hitting him for 8, which would be excellent. Unless it got had some kind of ability given to it, in which case it would go back down to a 4, which isn't the end of the world. So whenever Gas Lord of Fuse deals combat damage to a player, that player reveals his or her hand, and I can choose to exile a card from it. So why has he got to discard a card? Oh, he's got too many in his hand. He's got 8 in his hand. Haha! Sucker. He obviously drew too many creature cards there. Excellent. So we got the land we needed. Whoop-de-doo-whoop-de-doo-woo. So we're going to hit continue. There's no point swinging in, so I'm going to skip my attack. Then play the Gas Lord of Fuse, because this guy is just sweet. One of the best cards in this deck, if you can get it down, and hopefully not have it get killed off, like I did in the last game, which was kind of my downfall. If I'd realised that he had that, I totally didn't realise he had that hard removal. Otherwise, that would have been gone straight away. Because that way, I could have just kept smacking him for 4 every turn. And it would have resulted in the game over in a few turns. But that was just me being stupid and not reading his cards properly. So he's playing a Jorgal Warcaller. I'm guessing he's going to kick it a couple of times, once maybe. I think he can kick it 2 or 3 times. I think maybe once. So his creatures will get tokens on them. So I can play the Illusionary Armor next turn to smack him for 8 without being able to do anything, which is pretty sweet. Which is probably what I'm going to do, because even if he does get something big and beefy down, I'll just block for like a turn or 2. Make sure that... So he decided not to play his Jorgal Warcaller. It's interesting. So he decided to toss the Spire Tracer last turn. And I also made him toss a Sylvan Messenger and a Rancor, which is always fun. So he's gone for the Elven Branchbender, so... Until end of turn, target forest becomes XX tree folk creature, where X is the addition to its other types, so X is the number of elves you control. Fair enough. Is he going to swing in at all? I'm not really too bothered if he swings in and hits me with 3 personally right now. Nope, he decided not to swing him. There's not really much you can do about this, is you can't block my Gas Lord. And like I said, I'm fairly sure, so I'm going to play the Terramorphic Expanse. We shall play the Illusionary Armor, give it to my Gas Lord. Make it an 8/8, which is just hilarious. May just pop this now, get black land. So I've got 3 blue, 3 black. I think that's fair. There we go, confirm. This is where this deck starts to get fairly hilarious, so I'm just going to swing in with him. Then attack. Obviously don't want to get my Dimir Guildmage killed off, as that's my land sift card. So he's basically got one more turn before he's dead, and then I also get to force him to toss away a card as well. So what do I want to make him toss? Put him on one counter on... Interesting. So how much land has he got? He's got 4 lands, so what can he play? Can't play Voice of the Woods yet. I'm going to go for the Heedless one, as that's the one that could probably be buffed quite easily. Finish, I'm guessing. There we go. So I did just exile his Heedless one, so he can't even bring it back at all. I don't know if he can or not, but that's at least one Heedless one gone. Immaculate Magistrate. Mate, this isn't going to matter. Unless you can do 19 damage this turn, you're dead. Just accept it. He hasn't said anything. Haha. Funny. Could play my Vengeful... Like, in theory, I could just play my Vengeful Vampire next turn as well, just for even more fun. Elvish Branch Bender, so what's he doing with the Elvish Branch Bender? So he is tapping it to get a creature onto the field, a 4/4 which is tapped, so kind of pointless. Because like I said, I'm about to do 8 damage that you can't block. Unless you have removal, you're dead. Can't be blocked. Alright mate, come on, I want to win the game. You can't do anything. You've wasted all your land. You can't deal 19 damage. The most you can do is 3. And just because I don't like you, I'm just going to block you like that. Just in case for some bizarre reason something does happen which results me in not winning. So, oh my god, I took 2 damage there. It hurts so much. We're going to get a Thought Scour. So let's just continue. On to combat. Attack. And that should be the game. Sweet! That's game number 2 a win. Yeah! Let's see for game number 3, guys. Okay, guys, so we're back for game number 3. What have we started off with? So that's 4 land. I have 3 land. Not the best. Let's draw a new hand, see if I get something better. Excellent. So I've got Surveilling Sprite, Dimir Guildmage, Chittering Rats, all of which I can play. So I am keeping that hand. Sweet! And hopefully if we get more... So we're looking at one of the newer decks, I think. So maybe the enchantment deck if it's got an Evolving Winds. I'm guessing this is definitely the enchantment deck, as a green land has gone down. Excellent. So I've got the extra land I need to be able to play. Start sifting for cards when I get enough land down for my Dimir Guildmage. So also got the Surveilling Sprite, nice flying creature to do 1 damage. So he's got another Evolving Winds. Interesting. Obviously, it'll come onto the battlefield tap. So, yep, green-white. I think we're looking at the enchantment deck here. So, one of my personal favourites not to play. Let's get a black land down so we can play the Dimir Guildmage. So we can start smacking him for 2. What does Painful Quandary do? When an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless he or she discards a card. That is quite funny against the enchantment deck, as they play a lot of cards. So, force them to toss away a load of cards. They do have something that can remove it though, I think. There is some removal in the enchantment deck, such as Path to Exile and stuff like that, so we have to be careful. Let's play another land. Well, we can get the Surveilling Sprite down in a second. So let's swing with you. Oh, maybe I should have played the black land, then I would have been able to play the... When Chittering Rats enters the battlefield, target opponent puts a card from his or her hand on top of his or her library. That's quite a cool card. And then we can also play the Surveilling Sprite. We'll be able to play the Chittering Rats next turn. If we want to, of course. Or I might sift for more cards using my Dimir Guildmage. Depending on what kind of stuff he manages to get down on the battlefield. Might need the extra 2/2 as a blocker. So he's managed to get 4 land down so far. Can't see him playing anything at the moment, so no, nothing down. What's he got in his hand then? He must have like no creatures and all enchantments, because that'd just be crazy. And quite funny, because you can't really do much with just Sweather my... Ooh, I like Necropolis Regent. If I can get 6 land down, which is looking like a distinct possibility, we are also going to draw a card. I don't want them drawing a card, that'd just be silly. But I managed to draw excellent extra land, so I will be able to get my Necropolis Regent down in a couple of turns. So I'm going to swing in with both of my cards, hit it for another 3. This thing's really cool. So whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put that many 1/1 counters on it. So I think I either put counters on this one or that creature. I'm not sure yet, but I've never actually got to play that card and actually have it do any of my creatures deal combat damage to a player. So so you managed to play Sigil of the Empty Throne, so whenever you play an enchantment, 4/4 white angel token onto the battlefield, which is pretty crazy. Let's get another land down. We can't play the Necropolis Regent yet, but I am going to play my Painful Quandary, I think, just because he's either got to toss away cards or pay 5 life, which is quite funny. So every time he wants to play, every time he plays a spell, so basically any card, he has to lose. He either loses 5 life or tosses a card. So quite funny. So we've got him down to 12 health. We got the Necropolis Regent on the way, which won't be killed off by the Sigil of the Empty Throne, which is always nice. So what's he going to play next? So he will be able to start getting in theory, he will be able to start getting creatures onto the battlefield now, so but I do have my Vidalcan Dismisser, which I will be able to kind of like bounce creatures back to his hand, which is always funny. Whenever Vidalcan Dismisser enters the battlefield, put target creature on top of its owner's library. And I don't know what kind of mana cost a token might have on its own, if you could like bounce that back to a creature, because this does summon creature tokens. Yeah, come on, mate, hurry up. You're probably going to lose, so face Fetters. Enchanted permanents activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. If enchanted permanent is a creature, it can't attack or block. Oh, is he doing that to my Dimir Guildmage? Well, that's just not cricket. So he's also all creatures able to block and grant creature do so. So I can actually still use my Dimir Guildmage to sift for land here, to sift for cards here because it's a mana ability. Sweet. So I can actually still use my Dimir Guildmage to sift for cards, which is always sweet. So we're going to play a land. Or maybe I can't. Maybe I can't then. That's weird. Can't. Enchanted permanents activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Well, surely I would be able to use that, but never mind. So we're actually going to play the Necropolis Regent this turn. Nice 6/5 creature. Excellent. So what's Spinal Embrace? Cast Spinal Embrace only during combat. Untap target creature you don't control and gain control of it. It gains haste until the end of the turn. At the beginning of your next step, end step, sacrifice it. If you do, you gain like equal to its toughness. That's going to be pretty sweet. So I am going to skip my attack, as there's no point attacking. I could actually play my Vidalcan Dismisser, and then so what's he going to journey? Oh no! Don't journey to no! No! Don't journey to no on my Necropolis Regent. That wouldn't be cool, man. So it gets another angel token, and so it's exiled. Well, that's kind of sucky. Ethereal Armor. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. Oh, this really sucks. Why did he have to pull out the Journey to Nowhere? So he's now got an 8/8 creature which is about to swing to my face. Oh, great. Oh, great. So we're going to have to block you because I don't really want to take 8 damage. There we go. Do you want to draw a card? Yes, I would love to draw a card right here. So what's this? Put a target creature on top of its owner's library. This could be quite funny. Can I do that with my one? No, I can't. Cancel that. I just wanted to see if I could actually put my creature on top of my library, which I can't. So what do I want to do then? There's not really much I can do right now, apart from maybe play Vidalcan Dismisser. Put you on top of the library. Like, I don't know how that works, but so just go. It's just on top of its library. That's quite funny. I'm not sure how he plays it or not, but please say I've bugged out the game, because that would be really quite funny. What's he going to play now? Did he go to the graveyard? I don't know. I don't even know what happens to creature tokens if you put them on top of the battlefield. So, other permanents you control have hexproof. Ah, oh, that is an awesome card. It means I can't actually like put any like creature tokens on top of the battlefield and stuff like that. He's tossing away most of his cards here because of my Painful Quandary. and I can't block either of them, so that sucks. So that's 2 damage. My turn, more land. So we're going to divination, see what we can find. What do we manage to get then? We got sleep, so tap all creatures target player controls. Those creatures don't untap during that player's next untap step. Could be useful if I survive this turn. Let's play the Chittering Rats, make him discard a card. I don't know if it's going to help or not, but hey ho. See what he does. So he does only have 1 card in his hand now. We'll skip my attack, there's not really much I can do. I think I'm probably boned here because maybe should have played Time Ebb. Yeah, I've lost here. He's about to do 12 damage to my face and I can't block any of it. GG. He hasn't said anything. Never mind. It's kind of a sucky end. If I'd been able to actually utilise my... If he didn't have that exile card to get rid of my card, that might have ended a lot differently, but hey-ho. That's the end of the series. Okay guys, so 1 win under the belt, quite a good win, I quite enjoyed that. One AI thing where basically he ended up getting like a handful of ridiculously powerful monsters which I couldn't deal with in the end, and the final one he managed to exile the best card, one of the best cards in the deck, which is kind of annoying. Apart from that, didn't go too badly, I quite enjoyed that, some good games. So I'm going to end the series there. Thanks for watching everybody. As always, it's always nice to see you comment on my videos to let me know what I'm doing well and what I'm not doing well. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and favourite. If you're new to the channel, drop a subscribe. And again, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.